In the heart of the ancient kingdom of Volaria, the imposing presence of the Royal Library loomed like a sentinel guarding a treasure trove of forgotten lore. For centuries, scholars and magicians alike revered its countless volumes, each tome filled with secrets, spells, and the echoes of distant pasts. Yet, for many, the library was more than a mere building. It was a fortress of knowledge, its massive stone walls imbued with centuries of magic and mystery. Behind these formidable barriers lay the legendary Codex Arcanum, an artifact said to contain the confluence of wisdom and power long lost to the world. Rumors circulated through bustling market squares and shadowy taverns alike, spinning tales of the artifact's potential to alter destinies and reshape hearts of kingdoms. Amidst such whispers and legends, there moved a solitary figure whose life strategy was defined by risk and wonder. Elias, the Whisperer, Rook was no ordinary rogue. His reputation spread as swiftly as the wind, inspiring awe and trepidation across both the noble and the commoner. Not driven by the love of gold or jewels, Elias sought knowledge and the thrill of a challenge. His eyes sparkled with the keen intelligence of one who saw opportunities where others saw insurmountable barriers. In the silent hours of night, when the library's vast halls slumbered under the cloak of darkness, Elias planned his most daring intrusion yet. It was a night painted with the promise of secrets unveiled and history rewritten. Shadows extended their long fingers over cobblestone paths as the world prepared for a silent ballet of stealth and courage. Elias moved with the assurance of one in tune with the heartbeat of the ancient city, a ghost determined to etch his name into the annals of legend. In that silent, expectant moment, destiny stirred inexorably. Long before he set foot inside the citadel of books, Elias spent countless nights studying every detail of the Royal Library's defenses. His investigation took him through old manuscripts, scribbled notes, and the hushed whispers of seasoned librarians who had once served the crown. In dim candlelight, within cramped rooms full of ancient maps and faded diagrams, Elias pieced together the intricate network of magical wards, hidden passages, and the subtle telltale signs of mechanical contraptions nestled among stone pillars. Every layer of the library's security, from the arcane seals to the relentless clockwork guardians that prowled its inner sanctums, was meticulously documented in his leather-bound journal. His notes revealed that the library was not only a monument to knowledge but also an ingenious fortress whose architects had anticipated every conceivable threat. Each door, each corridor, and every vault was designed with dual layers of protection. Elias learned of an elaborate system of rotating bookshelves that concealed secret chambers, and perilous trapdoors set to activate only when the slightest misstep was detected. The study of these countermeasures became a thrilling puzzle for him, driving his desire to see the inner workings of such a marvel. Not a single detail was overlooked as Elias honed his craft in the dark recesses of the city, perfecting his abilities to navigate both the physical and the magical complexities that lay ahead. He gathered his specialized tools, slender lockpicks forged from rare enchanted alloys, scrolls inscribed with counter spells, and a set of miniature mirrors for peering around unseen corners. Each tool was a masterpiece itself, crafted with precision and care to match the unique challenges posed by the Royal Library. The rogue's mind was as much a battlefield as the corridors he planned to infiltrate, and every nocturnal hour was spent sharpening both intellect and technique. The meticulous preparation instilled in him a calm, resolute spirit, and he reveled in the challenge of wading into a realm where knowledge and danger intertwined. His lengthy research sessions and numerous clandestine visits to the city's outskirts, where old scholars resided, filled his arsenal not only with critical information but also with deep respect for the heritage guarded by the library's stone walls. Every rumor and every fragment of information added another layer to his understanding, preparing him for a night that would test his every skill and push the boundaries of his art. In these careful preparations, Elias found the beauty of risk, the allure of forbidden knowledge, and the intoxicating promise of turning legends into his own legacy. Under the weight of these revelations, Elias dreamed of the fabled Codex Arcanum not merely as a relic of arcane power, but as a beacon illuminating forgotten paths of knowledge. Each page of his journal resonated with the heartbeat of countless secrets, and every careful diagram testified to his resolve. In moments of quiet reflection, the intricate design of the Royal Library unfolded before him as a symphony of puzzles, each note a promise of peril and glory. The careful study of strategy and his own ingenuity became as essential as the crafted tools in his possession. With every calculated step, The eve of the heist approached, a moment when myth and ambition would converge in a daring challenge. Thus, his final preparations crystallized into resolve, truly unwavering. Under the cloak of darkness, Elias moved towards the Royal Library with the silent determination of a seasoned infiltrator. His heart pounded in rhythm with the ancient stones beneath his feet, acknowledging the gravity of what he was about to undertake. The narrow, winding alleys of Volaria served both as his cover and as a reminder of the past lives that had dared challenge the establishment. He approached the library's back entrance, a forgotten corridor known only to a handful of long-departed scholars and secret keepers. The ancient wooden door, scarred by time and layered with subtle enchantments, seemed almost to sigh as he pushed it open. Inside, a vast hall stretched before him, filled with venerable tomes and the soft glow of enchanted lanterns. The rhythmic ticking of hidden clockwork mechanisms resonated like a heartbeat within the massive structure, echoing down marble corridors. Elias's footsteps were measured and silent as he navigated the interplay of shadows and light, using every ounce of his training to remain inconspicuous. He moved through narrow passageways and sidestepped traps that had long lain dormant, yet ready to spring upon an unwary intruder. The air was thick with the residue of long-forgotten spells, swirling around in patterns that seemed both familiar and perplexing. Every step he took was a careful negotiation with history itself, where the spirits of ancient guardians might awaken at any moment. The subtle hum of magical wards vibrated through the corridors, a constant reminder that this sanctuary was more than just stone and parchment. It was a living, breathing entity infused with the will of its creators. Elias observed cryptic runes etched into every archway and pillar, each shimmering faintly with residual energy. His trained eyes deciphered these symbols, a language of old that spoke of protection and finality. As he ventured deeper, the transition from the entrance hall to the inner sanctum became a journey through a maze of meticulous design and perilous beauty. Every corridor seemed to lead him closer to the heart of the library, where the famed Codex Arcanum awaited its destined fate at the hands of a rare and audacious soul. With each stealthy step, the magnitude of his undertaking grew, and the boundaries between the mortal realm and the enchanted world became increasingly blurred. Here, in the silent fortress of wisdom, Elias forged a path where every heartbeat synchronized with the pulse of an ancient legacy. Beyond the central hall, a labyrinth of corridors drew him deeper into the enigmatic structure. The hum of arcane energies merged with his measured breathing as he advanced, cautious yet assured. Statues of long-forgotten heroes and mystical creatures lined the halls, silent witnesses to centuries of wisdom. Faded murals depicted battles and sacred rites, their colors subdued but echoing a vibrant past. Under the soft glow of enchanted sconces, every surface seemed to murmur stories of valor and sorrow. Elias moved with a resolve born of intimate knowledge of secrets, his senses primed to the faintest disturbance. In a narrow passage bordered by towering shelves of ancient manuscripts, he noted intricate inscriptions detailing protective spells cast by the library's original architects. These delicate runes, interwoven with magic and stone, resonated with a harmonious quality that recalled an age when magic reigned supreme. With his focus sharpening in those final moments before reaching the elusive vault, every silent heartbeat became a testament to the legacy of wisdom enshrined within these hallowed walls. He pressed onward, each step deliberate as the magical aura enveloped him, drawing him nearer to his destiny amid the library's enduring enigma. Time and fate converged in silence. At the heart of the library, nestled within a fortified chamber hidden behind layers of arcane protection, lay the legendary Codex Arcanum. The room was a sanctum of timeless wisdom, its walls adorned with intricate carvings and soft, ethereal light that glimmered off ancient manuscripts. Elias had reached this inner sanctum by navigating perilous corridors and outsmarting mystical defenses. The chamber itself seemed to breathe with an ancient life, an entity that guarded the sacred artifact as though it were its own progeny. Elias surveyed the scene with profound circumspection, making mental notes of every detail. The codex rested upon a pedestal that was encircled by delicate pulsations of magical energy, as if the very air around it was charged with the power of countless incantations. Surrounding the pedestal were statues carved in the likeness of ancient deities, each face a solemn witness to trials long past. Within the chamber, subtle traps and cunning enchantments lay in wait for any who dared to approach. Elias's deep understanding of these guardians lent him the courage to proceed with calculated precision. Using the knowledge amassed from years of preparation, he deftly bypassed the intricate web of defenses. Every movement was an exercise in balance, a dance of intellect and stealth, where one wrong shift could trigger cataclysmic repercussions. The resonance of arcane energy was palpable, vibrating in harmony with his heartbeat. His hands, steady and practiced, reached out to carefully disengage one of the more menacing spells that wound around the pedestal. The process was almost meditative, each careful gesture a reaffirmation of his commitment to the challenge. As he drew nearer to the codex, the energy around it pulsed in gentle rhythms, almost inviting his touch. The air was thick with expectancy, and the silence was broken only by the soft hum of enchanted safeguards. In that charged moment, the boundaries between seeker and sanctuary blurred. With resolute determination, Elias extended a single, deliberate hand toward the ancient manuscript, each second stretching into an eternity of possibility and risk. In that suspended breath of time, his entire being was attuned to the silent song of destiny echoing through the chamber. With the manuscript now in his grasp, Elias felt a surge of triumph tempered by solemn respect. The Codex was more than a work of magic. It was a testament to the unyielding spirit of discovery that had driven generations before him. Its shimmering pages, inscribed with cryptic symbols, murmured secrets of lost civilizations, echoing ancient scholars. In that pivotal moment, the weight of history pressed upon him, a quiet reminder that his daring act was intertwined with the fate of his people and the legacy of knowledge. Every nerve in his being attuned to the flutter of arcane energy, Elias recognized that this heist was not a mere theft but a convergence of ambition and destiny. In the solitude of the enchanted chamber, time itself seemed to slow, each heartbeat unfolding into a cascade of memories and possibilities. The ancient incantations resonated around him, weaving an atmosphere of profound significance. With deliberate care, he lifted the codex from its pedestal, fully aware that any misstep could unleash forces beyond his control. As the artifact left its sanctuary, the chamber shifted subtly. Ambient magic flickered in acknowledgement of the disturbance. Yet Elias, unwavering in his resolve, continued his mission with a clarity of purpose born from years of meticulous preparation. This decisive moment was not only the culmination of his arduous journey but also the first step into a new chapter where the secrets of the Codex would illuminate paths to both danger and promise.